first guest this morning leads one of the hottest tech plays these days and is one of 20 Filipino companies that made it to the 2021 Financial Times ranking of the top 500 high-growth companies in Asia Pacific. Converge ICT's Dennis Anthony Uy. Congratulations, Dennis. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Mimi, and good morning.
Okay, so how do you feel about 2021 overall? Your income tripled in the first quarter. What do you think right now in terms of momentum?
Yeah, the market is still hungry for better internet services. No? So the fast broadband internet, the consumer, I really deprived the longest time. So it's about time they want to have better service. The market is really big, and the momentum the whole year, we will pretty sure we will achieve the number we are promised to the investor.
Mm-hmm. And what is the number that you promised your investors?
We might hitting 1.6 to 1.7 million subscribers by end of the year.
Okay, and when it comes to income or bottom lines, how long can you keep up this the growth, tripling of those numbers of your bottom line?
I think when the market is getting more saturated, the bottom line you can have that double, right? So with this year, next year is still a lot of room to grow because of the fiber penetration to the home is still not that much. In terms of fiber connection to the actual subscriber, it's not even 4 million total Philippines. So if you have this market segment of 12 million, it's still far. No? So even you have more players competing each other, there's a lot of room for each everyone.
Dennis, I'm very curious. What is the current fiber penetration to home?
The actual subscriber right now, I think, is below 4 million.
Oh, wow. Okay. And you're looking at a 12 million segment?
The whole country, possible we hit by 2025. I think it's, the whole country size, I think, is around 10 to 12 million subscribers.
That's plenty of room to grow indeed. And you mentioned competition, the new competitive landscape. There are three major telco players now. You're the only pure fiber optic broadband play, but there could be overlaps. I mean, you've got another player just launching in Metro Manila recently who may one day decide to, maybe I offer fiber as well. How ready are you for this sort of rivalry and competition, even from existing players who might get into your turf?
Yeah, the market is really big, no? So even you have more players, I mentioned a while ago, so you still have enough room for everyone, no? And at the end of the day, you need to have better technology and better customer experience. That's a better stickiness of the customer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. A few days ago, there was this whole conversation about internet speeds when PLDT chairman said that, the Philippines internet speed test ranking could have been higher if PLDT and Smart were the only telco player in the country. For context, the Philippines fell 3 spots to number 86 with an average download speed of 25 Mbps in mobile and 81st in fixed broadband with an average download speed of 46 Mbps. Would you say that at least in the fixed broadband side, the ranking would have been higher if Converge were the only player?
Actually, if you're talking with our technology, you need to define mobile and the fixed, right? So if you're talking the fixed, I'm the one who purely end-to-end fiber broadband provider in the country. That's I can claim. No, we are the newest and youngest fiber network in the country. So that means if you end-to-end from your fiber to my router all the way to international gateway, that's unblocking network. So that's so super crystal clear. So if you're talking with speed-wise, I think I'm the only one can claim we can provide better, right? So if you're talking the speed right now, the entry level is, in my case, is 35 meg. 90% of my subscribers there. So how you can make sure you're saying you have 46 meg in average? Maybe you get the range of the higher plan. You get the majority of the plan. That's why we are awarded by Ookla recently. We are most consistent in terms of the network in the Philippines.
And how much faster can we go?
Actually, the technology we have right now, we can compete with our Asian peers, even Singapore, in Korea, and Hong Kong, because the technology they're using, what I'm using right now, is the same. So in due time, I think down the road, this bandwidth we will open up to 1 gig to the home.
1 gig to the home?
Yes.
Did I hear that right?
Yes. We have that technology already in hand. In fact, we deliver 1 gig to the home right now. We have some customer getting 400. We double the speed and we give them 800. So this is the speed is not the issue. The technology is with us already.
And how soon before majority of your subscribers enjoy this kind of speed?
I think you remember last year we got 1 million mark. That's why I decided to give free boost to all our consumer. So from 25 we give them 35.
Yes.
Maybe this year, end of the year, we reaching 1.7, 1.6. We will give another boost to up to 50 or 100. We can do that. So this is, we open up the speed where our consumer deserve.
Okay, and let's talk about the fight over the internet happening under the sea, because you've got your cables there. You've connected Visayas and Mindanao to your backbone about 2 weeks ago, I think, through your 6 billion peso submarine cable. So what's next? What's next when it comes to growth and expansion for Converge?
When we finish this the submarine cable to able to serve Visayas Mindanao, that's a 40% of the market of the Philippines. So after that, if you're talking with connected on this money, we need to deeper thinking future expansion. Especially, we are diversifying the international network. Recently, we just signed an agreement with Bifrost. That's a Keppel with Telling Indonesia and Facebook. We are the landing party of the Philippines. And luckily, the Philippines is the middle of this cable. And this is the first cable in the world from Singapore straight to US, passing to Davao. So, and you imagine in the middle, in the left, you have a dark cable going to Singapore, and the right, you have a dark cable going to US. The single cable become 2 cable to Philippines. So this is a future plan for down the road, 10 to 15 years of capacity reserved for our consumer. So we have that huge capacity in preparation for the growth of demand on the future technology.
Dennis, so aside from this sort of partnership, pretty powerful, massive partnership that you have with Keppel for that Bifrost cable system, are there other partnerships that you're looking at? I know that this partnership with Elon Musk's SpaceX is not likely to happen in the next, at least until 1.5 years. So any other deals that you're working on right now to bring in new technology, to bring in new investors perhaps, or what?
We are planning down the road to able to get more international cable to host it in the Philippines and to prepare the hyper growth in terms of the cloud hosted the cloud application and can be a cloud center of Asia Pacific. Once you have a international cable and you bring all this OTT and other cloud provider and to be hosted in Philippines. But you need more cables, international cables. Yeah.
Okay, how many more deals are you looking to close for these cables this year?
Down the road, in the pipeline, we have 3 more additional. So in due time, we will announce to the public. This is for preparation for a international gateway to be hosted in Philippines.
Okay, but for now, your focus will be in the Philippines. You don't plan to offer your services in other Asian countries?
For the meantime, we are growing our capacity in Philippines. But gradually, when you have the international cable bring it to Philippines, you have a lot of opportunity to have wholesaling among Asian regions.
Okay. And which countries are in your target?
I might set up a corporate regional hub in Singapore, hopefully this coming after this pandemic, to able to serve the Asia Pacific countries to have because when you have an international capacity already set up, this capacity is very huge. No, you need to share with the Asian countries to able to maximize your capacity to other surrounding neighbor countries.
Okay, going regional. I'm pretty sure that's going to make your investors very happy. For those who are curious, any plans to raise funds via the equity market or take out more loans for this year, or are you good with cash?
Actually, with the cash flow we have, and we have a local bank lines, and with the projection up to 2025, we are the capex was already funded up to 2025. We are not doing any capital raise at this moment.
Okay. Final question, Dennis. What's the next exciting thing that we should expect from Converge?
Well, because the one we built right now is the infrastructure to able to benefit our Filipino consumer. Once this digital infrastructure is ready for this digital highway for the consumer, we need to put some on top of that infrastructure. So, so this is the way the digital technology coming in, benefiting the consumer on the future because of this technology in terms of entertainment is we will put up a lot of services on top of the broadband.
Okay, I'm not a techie person, Dennis, so you're going to have to explain a little bit more. What do you mean you're going to put more services on top of the infrastructure you're building?
So,
like what kind of services?
When you have the eyeball already in the market, especially the consumer, you have a muscle base. And you can bring more like entertainment, like OTT, like IPTV, contents, gaming, virtual. So all this technology coming in the fingertips of the individual residents because you have a super highway already connected with the fiber Converge.
And you're getting into that.
Yeah, we will deliver that to Filipino consumer.
Okay. Exciting times ahead. Very busy times ahead. Thank you so much, Dennis, for joining us this morning, and congratulations on a blockbuster earnings that you just had this first quarter.
Thank you, Mimi. Thank you.
Thank you.